What's going on, guys? My name is Jordan and welcome back to another episode of Planet Coaster. This episode we're actually building the bridge that I said I was going to do. I think I said it last episode, maybe the episode before, I can't remember now. It's not going to be built out of wood, don't worry. I don't know why I was building it out of wood, to be honest, because I was going to do it in stone all along. Anyway, I actually decided I'd base this bridge off of one that's in my local town. We have a few viaducts that are left over from when the Romans invaded Britain, and I decided I'd try and have something that looked a bit similar to one of them. It doesn't look exactly the same as the one that I have in my hometown, but it looks somewhat similar, so I'm going to live with it. It doesn't look great, mainly because I couldn't get any thick sort of pillars, because I wanted it to be more than 2 meters thick, or is it 2 meters thick? I can't remember how thick this technically would be. You'll see how thick it is in a minute. But yeah, so it looked good. It looks good from a distance, but at the same time, it's a little bit too thin on the pillars, so we'll have to deal with that. I might come back and put in some thicker pillars in my own time. Probably not record it. I'll just talk about it at the start of another live stream. Time lapse or whatever. Anyway, I'd like to talk about video. I actually did one on Saturday. That went up probably about an hour ago from the time I'm recording this. I don't know what time it is at the minute. And we did City Skylines. Something a little different. And I don't know whether I want to do that weekly, because I think I'm starting to get a bit too creative with the videos. As in, creative type of videos, cities, Planet Coaster, etc. And I'm not a very creative person. So I don't know whether it's a good idea to be doing creative videos or creative games as my main two videos. So I might alternate cities on weekends with a different series, different game, I'm not sure. Or I might just scrap cities and just do Planet Coaster, because I'm really enjoying Planet Coaster a lot more than I was expecting to. Before I'd started this series, I had 5 or 6 hours, I can't remember what I said in the first episode now. I said how much I had, and I'm now over 5 times that just from recording these videos alone. Each video in the time-lapse is between 1 and 2 hours, and then the extra bit afterwards as well, which is negligible. But it's a lot of time compared to how much I'd actually spent on it before, and I really wish I'd realised the flatten to what's it called? Flatten to surface? Not flatten to surface. There's another one. The other flatten tool existed because on the other side it was a bit of a pain. But we got it sorted in the end. We've now got our flat platform, and we're putting down the rail line, which I said was going to go up and over, but due to the limitations of the track, I'm going to have to do something else up top. And I have a few ideas. Nothing too fancy, just probably going to put a photo spot up there and maybe a few other things, I'm not sure yet, but we'll see what happens. I've not got any idea on what we're going to do for episode 6, is this 5? I have lost track. Whatever the next episode is, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. I'd like to say that the quality of my videos has improved since I've come back. However, one thing that hasn't, or at least in my mind, is audio quality. So I'm looking to get a new microphone in the near future. I'm probably going to go with a snowball, blue snowball, or maybe a Yeti. It depends on what I can afford, because I'm planning my holiday this year. I'm going to Norway, and that's very expensive, so it depends on what I can afford. But I really would like to get a new microphone, not only for YouTube, but because when I'm online and talking to people, I have to wear a headset, and it hurts my ears, so being able to just wear normal earphones or whatever would be so much nicer, and also hopefully the audio quality would be a lot better. So if any of you guys have any recommendations for microphones, then that would be great, because I don't know what to buy yet. I'm probably looking between £50 and £100. Might stretch a little bit more depending on what I can muster up. Now that bridge there is probably a little bit too low for people to go under, so I might have to go and edit that in the live part of this video. As I did with last episode, I decided I'm going to leave the live part until after I've recorded the time lapse, so I know what I've talked about. or at least try and remember what I've talked about. I didn't really do that very well last episode. Yeah, I really need to figure out how I'm going to do these videos, because I would like to make them seem a little bit more professional, even if all it is a gameplay video. It'd be nice to look like I know what I'm doing, and at the minute I don't think I do. Now with this track you can see I'm going up and down a lot, and that isn't really something you'd see on a rail line in general, but the issue is the game just doesn't like sticking to one height. It just seems to love going up and down without me saying to do that, so we had a few issues with that. Now you'll remember in the first second episode I talked about the start of this area of the map where I just put down the train station, saying that I wanted to have a sort of kiddies park area, in terms of amusements and stuff, and I do end up doing that this episode as well. I did more than just the trains and the bridge, which is all I was expecting to do, but I saw that my recording was only like 45 minutes or maybe an hour, I can't remember what it was now at this point, so I was like, oh, I'm going to do a little bit more because I didn't want to put the game down. I tried to keep the episodes as short as possible while still having as much content as possible. So if it means that I spend an hour building a single building, it means I spend an hour building a single building. But if I haven't done what I think is enough for a video, then I'm going to do more. Now I was having issues here because I haven't messed with entrances and exits for such a long time. Well, I say such a long time, I did it on the coaster that we did last episode, but I just sort of forgot. It was last episode I did the coaster, right? I can't remember. I'm getting old. I think it's my age getting to me. I'm only 21, and I feel like my age is getting to me. I'm forgetting everything. Now, I don't know what I want to do over at the other stations I've placed down, but I want to have them there because that's sort of where I want people to be getting on and off. I'm going to have to go through to the station as well and set the prices to 0, because I want people to be using the trains to get around more than walking. If they walk, that's fine. If they don't, then they can use the train. Now I'm putting down some stock buildings here. I sort of wanted to have some more stuff at the spawn area, and just having these generic stock buildings was so much easier. I tried to have them all the same sort of colour as well, just at least so they fitted in, even though they didn't look great. And now, as I said, I was doing the child park area, so I didn't realise until after I'd placed all these down how bad I actually wanted to see how those Ferris wheels looked up at the top. Now, as I was saying, I didn't realise how bad this path looked until after I'd finished recording, and it doesn't get any better once I've put the last little bits of detail into the path that I wanted to do. So I didn't mean for it to look like anything, but now that's all I can see. So I might have to change the path just a little bit because, yeah, I'm sure someone has seen what I'm on about. Now these bathrooms are a bit annoying. It seems like there's no actual way to do it properly, so people who need to use that bathroom, they can only go to one of them. And I can't remember if I put down any more buildings down there. I think that was it. Now, I think we're coming up to the end of this time lapse, so I'm going to leave you with the music. All that's left really is this train right here, and I'm just going to change its colour afterwards because that brown is horrible. So I will see you back in the live part of this video.
4 forward, drift into the right level. 6.5, 30 seconds forward. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. Houston, tranquility base is Eagle has landed.
Welcome back, guys, and we are in live mode. So let's have a little look around the park at what we did. I sort of talked about most of it while in the time lapse, but we have this lovely train which is now a much nicer shade of blue than that horrible browny gross colour we had. I'm not sure about the roofs, but they work. Just don't like that sort of bluey green. Let's start over here, seeing as we're over here. We've got down some of the child rides, and we will have a path linking up from over here to over here. I might have to change some of this around. Maybe have the train go over, and the path go under. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We'll have to see what happens. And also, I just want to say, I didn't mean for this to look like a phallic object with legs. And yeah, I don't know. It just ended up like that, just because of how I placed these. Anyway, so these are all going to need to be sceneried up, and I will probably do that either next episode or something. Or I might have a whole episode dedicated to this area around here. Because at the minute, the entrance. Yes, 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 yes. Thank you. Right. So, we've got all this. We've got a lovely toilet area here. It's not great. And did I put a janitor down over here? I did not. Let's quickly put a janitor down. Because we're obviously going to get some people around here. We might have some other amenities put down as well. And obviously, if we have a food stall or whatever around here, there's going to be litter because people are dicks. And I'll need to come around and put security guards when the update comes. All we did around here was put in these stock areas. Oh, we've got a lot of people trying to get in. So we've got an ATM machine for people who are low on money. We need to put more of them around the park. Got, what is this, Cosmic Cow? Is that what it's called? Cosmic Cow milkshake? Yeah. And a chief beef, because why not? And these sort of line up properly and sort of don't. So it's like a centimetre between them, if that. So I'm going to have to live with it. It looks a little off. Sort of need to do something up here as well because it looks a bit bland. But I need to fix the whole roofing if I do that. So for now, it will stay like that. And then as we go over, we have the original train station, which is actually where I wanted it to start. Oh, I didn't think these would crash. They're supposed to always go. So there should always be one at each station. That's weird. Oh, maybe because it was testing? I don't know. Is this open? Yeah, it's open. So, anyway, let's close that. And the actual reason for this whole episode, or the whole train track around... Oh no, I didn't notice that! Oh, I didn't notice it put struts there. Oh. Right, I'm going to have to figure out a way to make that look good. Probably have to put some terrain through here. Let's see if we can do that. If we pull terrain at 1 meter. Just pull that through here. Can we do that to... Or is that just gonna... No. Oh, that's shit. I didn't want it to do that. Oh, wait. Did that get rid of some of the struts? That got rid of some of the struts, I think. So let's just try a bit more of the old terrain tool over here. See if we can get it to work. Sort of what we need, just to hopefully get rid of it. Because I don't want the struts in between the bridge, and I didn't notice that until now. If I have to replace the track, I have to replace the track. That's not the end of the world. That is getting rid of the struts, so I can do that off camera. But that is what I'm going to have to do. Because I didn't want the struts in here. It's supposed to just be a bridge. There really needs to be something to go like this all the way across. Because I think they were locked to the grid. So I couldn't put them next to each other. Or else it would be all the way across and it would look a little bit nicer. These are a little bit thin, as I think I said in the time lapse. But I guess I'll have to deal with them for now, because It's as good as I can do. And it doesn't look too bad, I must admit. It looks like a somewhat decent rail bridge. Somewhat like a viaduct as well, which is sort of what I was going for. And then as we go around the mountain, we had some issues over here, which was mainly due to the fact that you can't turn a track enough. So it had to go back on itself. It would have probably been easier just to come down here. But I sort of wanted it to go down to here. I wanted it to just go around those trees, but I couldn't get it to go down quick enough. So it's done that, and it's not too bad. It gives a bit of extra length, so we could have a roller coaster around here maybe. Maybe one on this side, have one go over and around. I don't know. This little bridge probably needs to be raised up a bit so we can have a footpath underneath. This was sort of just like a proof of concept for me. I want to have a bridge over here so people can walk under another bridge, but not a huge one like that one. One that is sort of small. And then over here we've got another stop, which at the minute has nothing on it. But this is where I'm going to probably do the water park section. We'll have a log flume, maybe a lake. We need to have something over here probably to obscure the view, or maybe have it small and go underground. Maybe have like a valley here, and this is where you go up. You go up under a valley, if that makes sense. I don't know. And then obviously we're back to where we started over here. So that's going to conclude the live part of this video and conclude the video in total. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do leave a like, leave a comment, leave your suggestions for what I should do in the next episode, because I have yet to record that, so we're going to have some fun stuff. I might also come back to this. Now I figured out how to do loops, so I might have it do what I actually want it to do, which was to loop around a few times and then fling you out. We'll have to see what happens in the next episode though. So if you like the video, give it a like. If not, give it a dislike, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Just95, I'm signing up. I'll see you next time. Bye bye now.